Davidson Shores regular meeting. It's Wednesday, March 14, 2018, 6 p.m. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mary, call the roll.
Commissioner Drum?
Here.
Commissioner Henderson?
Here.
Commissioner Neal?
Here.
Vice Mayor Thacker?
Here.
Mayor Adams?
Here.
Attorney Denhart?
Here. First order of business, approval of the minutes of the regular meeting, February the 14th, 2018, workshop meeting, February 28th, 2018.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Motion and a second, any discussion? Hearing none, Mary, call the roll.
Commissioner Drum?
Yes.
Commissioner Henderson?
Yes.
Commissioner Neal?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Thacker?
Yes.
Mayor Adams?
Yes. Next will be ratification of bills, February, March 2018.
Make a motion, we approve the ratification of the bills.
Second?
Motion and a second, any discussion? Hearing none, Mary, call the roll.
Commissioner Drum?
Yes.
Commissioner Henderson?
Yes.
Commissioner Neal?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Thacker?
Yes.
Mayor Adams?
Yes. All right, under reports, and I'll begin with the reports with the police report. For 2018, we had on criminal reports, no change, 8, which is the same as last year's supplement reports. 1, police action 6, physical arrests were 2, traffic accidents were 2, traffic citations 24, parking, which is up tremendously, that's up 14. It's up a lot for this little mile. Parking tickets up to 39, traffic warnings 138, ordinance warnings 12, field interview reports 1, other calls for services 487. On to the fire report, Seminole Fire Rescue, and our fire report. There were 0 non-emergency fire responses for this time period with a response time of negative. There were 4 emergency fire responses for this time period with an average response time of 8 minutes 23 seconds. There were 9 non-emergency EMS responses for this time period with an average response time of 6 minutes 10 seconds. There were 22 emergency EMS responses for this time period with an average response time of 5 minutes and 8 seconds. Next on the list here is I'd like to recognize Commissioner Drum. That last month, or this month, I guess, when was it?
I don't even know what it's about.
In January, he attended the Institute for Elected Municipal Officials with completion date. He graduated, which was really good.
My parents still think a 2.0 is the best you can get.
All right. It's been a hell of a ride.
Come up by you, Jeff.
12 years, long time. I could have graduated high school. Anyway, I appreciate everybody's support that I've had over the years and everybody that's done anything for the town. I appreciate it, and all I can say is thanks again, and I'll still be around here. Not going anywhere right now. So, that's all I have. Vice Mayor Kaplan.
Okay, building permits for February 2018. We put out 77 permits for a total of $34,303. We had one new single-family house, several swimming pools, cabinets, air conditioners, and the same thing we've always had. I'd like to, at this time, present something to Mayor Bert Adams. Again.
Sounds familiar.
Like you said, it's been a hell of a ride and a hell of an education. Taught me a lot, I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Everybody wants to see.
Trying to without
It's a boat.
Close to it. Is that, I don't know if that's a hint or what.
Well, it's a lot of boats, so yeah.
No, I'm sorry. He's got me emotional too. No, that's all I have to report right now.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Neal?
Thank you, Mayor Adams. I've known you a few years, and you've always been an upstanding gentleman. And I hope that you don't run off too soon, because we're still going to need pick your brain.
Thank you.
The only thing I have to report now is we did a smoke test this past week on the sewer system. The results that I know of right now verbally are pretty good. We just have some clean out caps that was blown off. Got a couple of services, one on 174th and one on 182nd, that the people that own the property are going to need to replace it. And other than that, I'll have something in writing from the testing company, and then we'll know exactly where we stand. That's all I have.
Thank you, Commissioner Neal. Commissioner Henderson?
I just want to thank you for being such a wonderful mentor. You took me under your wing 4 years ago and gave me the political foundation to be successful. I've thoroughly enjoyed working with and for you and showing me that public service is a special calling. It really is. I know I have some big shoes to fill, but I sure am glad they're flip-flops, because that's all I wear. That's all I have.
Thank you. Commissioner Drum?
A few things. PSTA, going to start in June. It'll be a direct bus from the Gateway area to the Tampa International Airport, finally. They're going to run that during the week and at busy times, and then they'll figure out what the schedule's going to be, and they'll start running it all the time at a scheduled basis. Emergency Management, just want to take a shout out to Sally Bishop. She's the Director of Pinellas County Emergency Management. She put in her resignation notice effective July 6th. I just wanted to thank her publicly for 32 years of service. She says that we're in great shape, and she's got a good staff there that can handle everything going forward.
Did you guarantee no hurricanes this season?
Nope. Gulf Beaches Public Library, there is a book sale. Starts March 16th, which is that Thursday? Friday and Saturday. There's some flyers I put up there at the table. The director of the library is working on grant proposals right now. One is for free internet service, and the other is for a federal grant for a book vending machine for Treasure Island. Treasure Island's pretty far away from the library, so we want to try and bring the library to them since they pay like we do. And we're still accepting resumes for the children's librarian position. So, I've known Bert for 22 years. He's a good pilot, but a way better mayor.
That was bad.
Way better. Couldn't it just been better?
Again, Thank you, and goodbye.
Since he stepped down, I'll just announce that the next item is the oath of office to the
Swearing in.
mayor and the two commissioners. So if you all would join me down at the podium, please.
Three of you could just stand over here, that way the camera sees we can get you better. And a little closer. At this time, if each of you would raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, and then each of you state your name.
I, Michael Robinson,
A citizen of the state of Florida
citizen of the state of Florida
and of the United States of America,
and of the United States of America,
and being employed by
and being employed by
or an officer of
or an officer of
the town of Reddington Shores,
the town of Reddington Shores,
and a recipient of public funds
and a recipient of public funds,
as such employee or officer,
as such employee or officer,
do hereby solemnly swear or affirm
do hereby solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and of the state of Florida.
and of the state of Florida.
Congratulations to each of you.
Yeah! Look at that flag! Sorry.
You get the first vote now.
You're moving on.
You got a lot of stuff.
Wow, the view's a little different from right here. I'm breathing. This is the most complicated agenda I have ever seen in the 4 years I've been here, and I think Attorney Denhart would agree.
Yeah, you've got a long one tonight.
Yeah, so I'm going to try my best. So we are going to start with, thank you all for all your support. Truly. A lot of my support group that started 4 years ago, campaigning for me, door-to-door, knocking, sitting out there, so thank you all. I would like to actually introduce our newest commissioner, Michael Robinson. He is taking District 3 for me, and if Michael, you have a couple words, you could kind of just introduce yourself and tell people about you.
Thank you, Mayor Henderson, and good evening, everyone. By way of background, my wife, Sherry, who's in the audience tonight, we've owned property in Reddington Shores for 10 years, and I've been a full-time resident for the last 3. By way of experience, I spent 34 years with the Michigan Department of State Police. I was the head of the agency for 11 of those years. As such, I was a member of the Governor's Cabinet and also served as the State Fire Marshal and the State Emergency Management Director. Following 9/11, I went to Washington with a group of senior executives to establish and build out the TSA. I built and lost the house to Katrina. While at the same time, I was leading the evacuation of victims of Hurricane Katrina through the New Orleans airport. And I do have to say, for any of you who have not experienced a direct hit from a Category 4 or 5 hurricane, there is just nothing that can describe the sheer devastation. the location where our house was, which was in Lakeview on the north side of New Orleans, the water at street level was 17 feet. Just a horrendous problem. So at any rate, I'm hopeful that my experience in government and my experience in management, emergency management particularly, will be of value to this council, to the town, and to our citizens. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so the first item under old business is the planning and zoning recommendation and commission site plan review for 17566 Gulf Boulevard, better known as Hotel Sol. We have received the planning and zoning recommendation, which is to approve the site plan as long as the applicant provides a unity title. I'm going to now open the meeting for a public hearing on the commissioner's site plan review. I'd like to start off with our building official, Steve Andrews, giving us an update on what is being requested.
Well, the properties right now are 5 different lots. And the Hotel Sol, of course, has been a site plan that requested the 9-unit hotel, which was revised from a previous 8-unit.
Yep.
And the property that they want to build on is the current parking lot for off-site parking for the existing hotel across the street. So that parking lot across on the east side of Gulf Boulevard is the 4 lots that make up the property where the first site plan was approved. So then they had to find parking, and they added some property that they purchased from the Yacht and Tennis Club parcel in front, and that makes a 5th lot now, one across the street, so 6 lots total. So all that has to be tied together unity of title-wise, so that it's with the hotel. And they've submitted some paperwork that still has to be finished, reviewed, and submitted for recording on that. The site plan was revised recently to change some of the parking area, and there's been suggestions to change other parking, and drive access in or out, but it would be, up to the commission on that. The current plan, I believe, works as far as still has to have the driveways off of 175th, and now a new one off of Gulf Boulevard, because they've made through drive through the end of the building. The other thing that was out on the property was the requirement of the wall being built between the residential units to the north and the parking lot and the Yacht and Tennis Club parcel to the south.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Great. Is the applicant present? Would you come forward and do any kind of presentation you may have, or questions?
We don't really have a presentation, all the site plan.
Could you
I'm sorry,
come
you need to
forward?
stand up there so it can get recorded on the microphone.
We submitted,
If you'd raise it up.
sorry,
State your name and your address, please.
Priyam Patel, it's 17566 Gulf Boulevard. And we submitted the conceptuals and what the hotel will look like and everything to Steve. And it's been kind of going through back and forth because of the parking issue. But I think by purchasing the lot, it's kind of alleviated that situation, so. I think before the issue was where would customers park while we're doing the construction? And by having to purchase this lot, that's cleared that issue up, so. I think that's what's been holding us up for like a year now.
You are the owner of that lot at this time?
Yes.
That's
The
closed?
closing is, everything is done. And we did submit the unity of title to Steve. Whatever he emailed us, we had that filled out, notarized, and given to him.
Okay.
So that's all That was the only requirement left, I think, by the zoning board, that we needed to have the unity title, and we already submitted that to them.
Okay. I need to see if the commission has any questions for you.
Steve, the plan that we have here in the book, is that the plan that was approved by the planning and zoning?
Well, I'm not sure.
Says current.
Okay, if it's the one that I wrote current on, then yeah.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Yeah, I didn't read the file for the rest of the plan.
Okay.
How is this piece of property going to be used? Is it just operated as a hotel or a condo? Or-
No, just hotel.
And no plans in the future to ever make it a condo?
No. There's no front desk, anything. It's all operated from our hotel side, and it's part of the hotel.
How many bedrooms are in a condo?
It's gonna be one bedroom, more like a suite. We're trying to kind of diversify what are we offering to the public right now, so.
Any other questions from the commission?
But I move that we approve the site plan as presented with the following conditions, that,
I need to ask for public comments first.
oh, I thought they were done.
It's a public hearing. If there are any other
Any
public
other
comments?
comments? You may be seated.
Oh.
Thanks. Does anyone out here have any public comments about our questions or anything? Hearing none, I guess. I'm going to close the public hearing. And any other further comments or anything from the commissioners? Hearing none, I'll need a motion and a second.
I'll move that we approve the site plan as presented with the following conditions. Prior to any building permits being issued, the developer must provide ownership and encumbrance reports of the Hotel Sol property on the west side of Gulf Boulevard, property on the east side of Gulf Boulevard, including the lot split off from the PUD to the north and east side of Gulf Boulevard, showing all three parcels to be under the same ownership. I think you said you've already done that.
Yeah.
Okay? That prior to building permit being issued, the developer shall execute a unity of title. You've already done that. Prior to any certificate of occupancy being granted for new units on the east side of Gulf Boulevard, an 8-foot-high solid masonry wall shall be constructed between the northern boundary of the parking lot on the north side of the development and the parcel to the north. Good with that, okay? Number 4, that due to the limitations of parking, in fact, some of the parking depicted on the site plan on the east side of Gulf Boulevard is already required parking for Hotel Sol. Operations on the west side of Gulf Boulevard, that we propose new 9 units can only be used for hotel accommodations in conjunction with and under the same ownership as business of the Hotel Sol on the west side of Gulf Boulevard. And that such new 9 units cannot be converted to apartments, condominiums, or condo hotels. As such, uses require more parking than is available on the site plan. You've already said you're not going to do that either. That the exit from the right parking lot, or that the exit from the parking lot on the north end of Gulf Boulevard be signed as a right turn only. It's just for that.
No way you can turn.
I would just suggest it as to the unity of title, that it be in a form, I haven't seen it yet, in the form acceptable by our office.
Okay.
And with the requirement that no lot can be split off unless it's in conjunction with the sale of all 3 lots. No parcels. And that generally is any unity of title.
It's whatever Steve sent us, that's what we signed, so.
Okay, so I guess we need Steve to get that to Jim. Okay.
You made the motion?
I move.
Second.
Okay. That's included.
That's included in the motion.
Right.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. No further discussion? Hearing none, Mary, please call the roll.
Commissioner Robinson?
Yes.
Commissioner Drummer?
Yes.
Commissioner Neal?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Kaplan?
Yes.
Mayor Henderson?
Yes. Okay, next item is the local planning agency's recommendation on proposed ordinance 18-01, roof over decks.
I'd like to make a motion, we approve the ordinance 18-01.
Okay.
Second.
We're not
Not
quite
quite
there.
there. I'm going.
Oh, that's right, he's got to read it.
The LPA has unanimously recommended to the commission that ordinance number 18-01 be adopted as presented. But I'm going to skip ahead to agenda item number 4 and come back to item number 2 in a moment. Attorney Denhart, please read the title of ordinance 18-01.
Ordinance 18-01, an ordinance of the Town Commission of the Town of Reading, Shores, Florida, pertaining to roof decks as accessory structures amending Section 9-3F of the Land Development Regulations of the Code of the Town of Reading Shores, Florida, to add a provision regulating decks on roofs as accessory structures, providing for the inclusion of such ordinance in the Land Development Regulations of the Code of the Town of Reading Shores, Florida, sunsetting ordinance number 17-07 of the Town of Reading Shores, which enacted a moratorium on roof decks, providing for an effective date.
Okay, I'm going to now open the public hearing. Do we have any comments or questions or anything from the commission about it? Any public comments? Anyone want to come forward, say anything? Public hearing is now closed. I'll need a motion and a second on that.
The motion to approve ordinance 18-01.
I'll second it.
Okay, got a motion and a second. No further discussion. Mary, please call the roll.
Commissioner Robinson?
Yes.
Commissioner Drum?
Yes.
Commissioner Neal?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Capper?
Yes.
Mayor Henderson?
Yes. That sounds weird, by the way.
Get used to it.
Next item is the second reading and advertised public hearing on ordinance number 18-02, usage of the beach accesses. Attorney Denhart, would you please read the title of ordinance 18-02?
Ordinance number 18-02, an ordinance of the Town Commission of the Town of Reading Shores, Florida, pertaining to beach accesses, restricting the use of any such beach accesses for purely pedestrian use for ingress, egress to and from the public beach areas of the Town of Reading Shores, except as may be otherwise authorized by the Town Commission for limited periods of time and for a limited purpose, providing for the inclusion of such ordinance in the Code of the Town of Reading Shores, Florida, providing an effective date.
All right, we'll now open the public hearing. Any comments from the commission about this? Questions, anything? Any from public comments, questions, concerns? All right, public hearing's now closed. This is going to be faster than I thought. Okay, I'm going to need a motion in a second.
Motion to approve -1802.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second on the floor. Mary, please call the roll.
Commissioner Robinson?
Yes.
Commissioner Drum?
Yes.
Commissioner Neal?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Capper?
Yes.
Mayor Henderson?
Yes. Okay, the next item on the agenda is to award the bid for new flooring at Town Hall. And I'm going to ask Commissioner Neal to provide an update on the bids and the RFPs we put out.
We have 3 bids.
I think it's in number 5.
Yeah.
One bid, Lee Mancini Incorporated, DBA Floors for Any Room. Their bid price was $39,509.55. Second bid that came in was the Carpet Store at $48,097.41. Lee Mancini looks like they got the price to do the job.
So we had 2 bids on that.
Mhm.
And we advertised and all that stuff, and that's pretty much all we got back.
Right.
Correct?
We have everything covered.
Okay. Do the commissioners have any questions or comments on this?
I do. On the baseboards, are they going to rip these up and put new baseboards in?
Correct.
Yes.
The same type of?
The painting, well, when we get to the next one on the painter's taking the baseboard off, the tile company's putting it back on when they're done.
Okay, I'll need a motion and a second on that.
Motion to approve Lee Mancini.
Second.
Okay, I've got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. Mary, please call the roll.
Commissioner Robinson?
Yes.
Commissioner Drum?
Yes.
Commissioner Neal?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Capper?
Yes.
Mayor Henderson?
Yes. Okay, next is the approval of the quote to paint the interior of Town Hall, and I'm gonna pick on Commissioner Neal and ask him to do that too.
Okay, it looks like we have. Bill Riley Painting came in at $10,000. A Plus Burke Painting LLC was a $13,226. American Painters was $98.50. And we had a late bid come in from J&J Property Maintenance for $9,375. But I don't think there's something that they missed and we're taking off the baseboard.
No, they will take the baseboard off, they're not gonna put it back on. He knew that, he just didn't put it in there.
The floor guys put the
Right,
baseboard
right.
back on.
The who?
The guy doing the floor.
Right.
Okay, do any of the commissioners have any questions?
No, could you give me that low bid again?
And 9375.
And do we have any history with J&J Property Maintenance?
They've done work here before.
Oh, they have?
Yeah.
So all the cracks are going to be filled with drywall mud?
No.
Before they paint?
Yes.
It says spackle
Oh, no.
repair and caulking of
Yeah.
any wall that needs repair.
Except structural cracks, they will not do.
Okay, well, I'll need him. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm finished.
Okay, all right, good. I'll need a motion in a second.
I'll make a motion, we take J&J property maintenance bid.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, Mary, please call the roll.
Commissioner Robinson?
Yes.
Commissioner Drummer? Commissioner Neal?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Capper?
Yes.
Mayor Henderson?
Yes. All right, next up, we have the approval to purchase stormwater backflow prevention valves. Commissioner Drum, that is you.
Okay, there's one right there, if anybody wants to take a look at it. Works pretty simply. It's just a rubber membrane. The pressure of the water comes in from the street, opens up, and then the pressure from the seawall coming in won't let the water in onto the street. We have a couple low areas on 182nd. I want to try it in one low area first before we spend any more money. So the two valves we need, one is a 4-inch and the other one is a 14-inch. The 4-inch is $664. The 14-inch is $3,387 to a total of $4,051. Is there any questions?
So you're going to put, your recommendation is to put two of them in low areas now and see how they work before expanding it to other areas?
Yes.
Do you have a sense of what's needed in the rest of the town, perhaps?
Probably 3 more valves.
Okay.
We're taking these for a test drive.
Pretty much. Madeira Beach has installed some. I think North Reddington is getting ready to. I think it was North Reddington. Treasure Island has already done it. The problem is, we haven't had any rain, so I can't go down there and check them out, you know? But we've had, in the first area I want to start at, we've lost a car, we've lost, just everybody, the floods their garages, it's just a bad spot. So I'd like to try this first and see where we can go from there.
I'll make a motion, we approve this Wall Pro.
Wall Pro, yep.
Second.
All right, I've got a motion and a second.
For the purchase of at $4,051?
2 valves, total of $4,051.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Anybody else, anything to say? No, being not Mary.
Commissioner Robinson?
Yes.
Commissioner Drum?
Yes.
Commissioner Neal?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Capper?
Yes.
Mayor Henderson?
Yes. All right, the last item under old business is the approval of the cost of pavers at 175th or 78th Avenue West and Lee Avenue. At our last workshop, we heard a request from the owner/builder at 17814 Lee Avenue to split the cost of adding pavers to the beach access next to his house. The commission decided to contribute no more than $1,500 toward the cost of the project at that workshop meeting. After that workshop meeting, we did get an email from the builder stating that he would contribute to us $2,500 and the town would be responsible for taking the chain link fence down, cutting the concrete, and he wanted it all done by March 6th. But it was my understanding that we only agreed to $1,500, or bringing it here and talking about it more, $1,500 toward the pavers and not managing the job or anything. So if anybody has any further comments or questions.
Okay, the original story on this thing at the workshop was he offered to split the difference, which the price was $5,000. Okay, then we went to the workshop, like you said, and they've come up with $1,500. He was told that. He called me again, and I told him, I said, are you still interested? Because we're going to vote on this on the Wednesday. Are you still interested? He said as much as he would go is $1,900 because he had to cut the concrete out, okay? And I understand if people don't, you just can't, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, okay, first of all. We want our walkways to the beach paved. Every one is paved except that one. Now, we got a chance of picking up $1,900 from this guy, okay, to do it. Now, why wouldn't you do it? It's a no-brainer, as far as I'm concerned, okay? I mean, I know we've had problems with the builder and different things like that, but hey, it's over with. So we come up with, he get his $1,900, and we pay it out of whatever we have. We have funds for park fees and stuff like that, that we can pay the difference. That's all I have.
Does anybody have a motion on whether we contribute or not? How you want to proceed?
I thought we agreed that we were just, max we were going to throw in was $1,500, and $1,500 and $1,900 is not going to cover the cost of the papers.
Well, we may have agreed it, but it was at a workshop. That doesn't mean it's carved in stone.
Okay.
I was-
And then-
So you walk away, and that, so we're gonna spend $5,000 instead of 19.
When?
I mean,
but-
when we got the money to do it, we could do it tomorrow.
We're
I
getting
guess-
$5,000 worth of work for $3,100.
Right.
I guess the thing is though, the fence removal, how much is that going to cost us in the cutting?
It's done.
Oh, it's already done?
Concrete's done. That's why he dropped his money from 2,500 to 19.
Well, the
Because he-
concrete really wasn't ours to deal with anyway, because it was on his property.
Well,
so he
that's,
had to take care of
that's
that.
debatable too, and I've talked to legal on that, and it's possible that he could have taken us to court on it, and we would have had to fight it. But that's not a, yes, it was gonna go to court, but that's a possibility. That's all I got to say.
Does anybody want to make a motion?
I'd make a motion, we approve it.
Approve which?
To take his 1,900 and go ahead and pay 3,100 and get that over with, out of our hair. Then we'll have a nice beach access.
I guess I had another question.
Go ahead.
So, the contract is going to be with the contractor. I'm sure he's going to sub it out, right?
No, we'll take care of that. He just gives us $1,900.
Oh, okay.
And I'm pretty sure that's what we told him, didn't we, Steve, at the time? Because we're the ones, that we actually got a verbal on the $5,000, okay?
Okay. I'll second it.
All right. Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, Mary, please call the roll.
Commissioner Robinson?
Yes.
Commissioner Drum?
Yes.
Commissioner Neal?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Capper?
Yes.
Mayor Anderson?
No. All right, under new business, the first new business item is the appointment of the vice mayor. All right, my recommendation is that we reappoint Vice Mayor Capper. Vice Mayor Capper, I would be honored if you would continue to serve as Vice Mayor of Reddington Shores. Your service and dedication to the town greatly appreciated.
Yes, I will accept it.
Yeah, big one.
I don't know.
I need a motion and a second to confirm the appointment of Commissioner Capper as Vice Mayor.
I'll make a motion, we appoint Commissioner Capper as vice mayor.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Mary, please call the roll.
Commissioner Robinson?
Yes.
Commissioner Drum?
Yes.
Commissioner Neal?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Capper?
Yes.
Mayor Anderson?
Yes. Next up is my appointment of commission supervisory areas.
Thank you.
Next up is my appointment of commissioner supervisory areas. Vice Mayor Capper, I would like for you to lead the human resources, oversee the maintenance department, serve as project manager for park development, redevelopment. We have La Vistana coming up, and we decided to keep it in-house, so I would really like for you to take the lead on that, and also be Big C alternate 2. Commissioner Neal, I would like you to be in charge of sewer, stormwater, MPDES, manage and approve all vendor billing for the town, serve as utility undergrounding project manager, be our go-to person, and lead our town's code enforcement. Commissioner Robinson, I'd like for you to head up the town's emergency management / mitigation, oversee finance, and represent the town for Florida Shores and Beach Preservation Association. Commissioner Drum, serve as our liaison for Forward Pinellas, library board member, provide updates on PSTA developments. You'll be Big C alternate 1 and be our representative for Florida League of Cities. I will be responsible for police, EMS, and fire, building department, recreation, which I kind of split up parks and recreation, the Big C, mayor's council, and administration. All right, next on the agenda, we have the authorization for mayor and commission to sign checks and legal documents.
I think we have to vote on this, these people that you picked for different jobs.
Actually, historically, you don't vote on that. The charter does say that the mayor recommends the vice mayor and that the council or the commission approves, but as to the supervisory areas,
So it doesn't matter if I disagree with some of these right
I
now?
have a couple questions too.
certainly often discuss it.
Well, I disagree with you. Why would you take me out of the building department when you've got two builders, ex-builders up there, well, he's still a builder, and take me out of the building department? I can't understand that, and I'm not very unhappy with it.
I'm sorry that you feel that way. I just feel like there needs to be a change in the building
Well, there may be a
department.
big change then.
Duly noted. All right,
I would like to,
you have more to say?
yeah, I was thinking of finance for myself. For the simple reason, the biggest part of the money that comes in this town is from the sanitary sewer system. And if I was working the finance, we could probably figure out how to change our billing system. It would give myself more leeway to work with the finance committee to make this happen, because there's a whole lot involved in getting that done. I want you to,
I understand, and usually the mayor is actually in charge of the finance.
well, we have
But
those circumstances here.
yes, we do. But, so nobody in the sewer has ever been discussing the finance thing. I think that actually Commissioner Robinson brings a unique set of skills to the table. And
Well-
if things don't work out, I can certainly reevaluate.
Well, can I say something on that, please?
Sure.
You've got your husband who is extremely good on financial, but to me, it's a little conflict of interest with the mayor and your husband.
That's
And
what
I'd
I'm
rather
thinking.
keep your husband as financial, doing our financials, and let him take care of the financial part.
But what is the conflict? I'm not taking financial.
You just said that, if the mayor is usually the one that oversees
Usually,
it.
but it's not. I'm giving it to Commissioner Robinson.
Commissioner Robinson he's got a great representative, or a great background, but he hasn't been with this city at all.
He's been to a couple of finance meetings, actually,
Well,
and has a handle on it.
Do what you have to do.
All right, next on the agenda, we have the authorization for mayor and commission to sign checks and legal documents. This is a formality we do each time we have a commission change. I'm going to need a motion to authorize mayor and commission to sign checks and legal documents.
So moved.
I'll need a second on
I'll
that.
second.
Any discussion? Mary, please call the roll.
Commissioner Robinson?
Yes.
Commissioner Drumm?
Yes.
Commissioner Neal?
Yes,
Vice Mayor Capper?
Yes.
Mayor Henderson?
Yes. The next item is the first reading of ordinance 18-03 requiring cleanouts on private property. Attorney Denhart, please read the title of ordinance 18-03.
Ordinance number 18-03, an ordinance of the Town Commission of the Town of Running Shores, Florida, pertaining to installation and maintenance of sewer cleanout plugs, amending section 124-12 of the Code of the Town of Running Shores, Florida, providing for the inclusion of such amended ordinance in the Code of the Town of Running Shores, Florida, providing an effective date.
All right, does anyone on the commission have further comments or questions? And then I'll need a motion and a second on that.
I'll make a motion, we approve ordinance 1803.
Second.
Any further discussion? Mary, please call the roll.
Commissioner Robinson?
Yes.
Commissioner Drumm?
Yes.
Commissioner Neal?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Capper?
Yes.
Mayor Henderson?
Yes. All right, I would also like to recognize Commissioner Robinson on his completion of his EMO, Institute for Elected Municipal Officials certificate. You did it before you ever took office. Congratulations. All right, we are on to public comments. Do we have any public comments? Oh, please come. You have to state your name and all that.
Bert Adams, 140, 174 Terrace Drive,
3 minutes.
Relative Shores. During the thing, I wanted to recognize Ann Tony Deal, who is the town manager for Seminole, and appreciate her coming tonight. I wanted to recognize her, and I forgot earlier, and you know I've known to forget things at times. So anyway, thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming. Our next scheduled workshop meeting is Wednesday, March 28th at 6 PM, but we have a conflict because there is a beach renourishment meeting with Pinellas County and the Army Corps of Engineers at Indian Shores Town Hall. So I need to know if we should cancel, reschedule, if anybody has anything for the workshop.
I don't have anything for the workshop.
Well, Would you like to cancel it? Cancel? Mary, cancel the workshop. All right, our next regular meeting of the commission is Wednesday, April 11th, 2018 at 6 PM. Please come to the back and join us for some refreshments in the community room after this. And with that, this meeting is adjourned.
This is for Mayor Adams.
The park? I don't want the park.
Thank you, Mary.
Happy trails.
Happy trails. Happy trails. Word, Roger.